So, I'm going to do our small group today. Like I said yesterday, we're working on science, and I said that this morning. I have two glasses that look to be the same size. I have some of them are measuring containers from yesterday. I have the 1 cup, the half cup, the third cup, and the quarter cup. And then I have some water, and I put some food coloring in it so that you guys can see it easier. And I have another measuring cup. Now, this measuring cup is supposed to be for liquids, while this measuring cup is for solids like flour and sugar. And this one is supposed to be for water and oil and things that are liquid. So if you look in this cup, or if you look at it, it's kind of hard to see, sorry guys. It has some measurements. 1 cup, 3/4 cup, half cup, and 1/4 cup, and a third cup. So we're going to use those measurement lines to see, we're going to compare. So I am going to start with my 1 cup. And so here's the inside of this one. And then 1 cup is to this red line right here. So I'm going to first fill this one up. I'm going to scoop it. And then I'm going to pour into this one. And we're going to see if they're the same. So I'm going to start by taking... So yesterday it took one of these to fill up the glass. So I think that's the same, but we're going to compare today. So I'm going to pour in this cup. Oh, yep. It took 1. Now I could probably add a little bit more, but we're going to leave it with just the 1 because I don't want to spill. And then now I'm going to, let me see if I can show you. I'm going to pour to the 1 cup line. And, I'm going to stop. Okay, there we go. So I've filled it up to the 1 cup line. Now let's see if they look the exact same when I pour them in there. Let's see. We're being scientists and we're experimenting. Oh, what happened? So this is 1 cup, and this is 1 cup, but look at that. This one is a little bit higher. So that means when you're measuring liquids, I believe, that's why you have to use a different measuring cup, because they come out different. Okay, so let's compare the smaller ones and see. I'm going to pour this back in so we have room in our cup. And I'm going to set the big one to the side, the big silver one. And now I'm going to use the half cup. Here's the half cup. Now yesterday I think it took 3 cups to fill this up, or 2.5. Here is the measurement right there for half. It's this line right here. So I'm going to fill this up to that half line. Okay, so first I'm going to scoop out a half cup. I'm going to pour it in my glass. Oh, it's not full, so I need 1 more scoop at least. So there's 2 half cups. Oh yeah, remember it was 2.5 because I poured just about a half of this in to fill it up. Now let's see how many we'll need with our glass cup when we fill it up. to the half measuring line. I'm gonna put this here so you can see it better. It'll be easier to see the numbers when I fill. And I'm gonna fill up to the half. And if you look, you can see that I filled it up to the one as a 1 and a slash and a 2. So I'm gonna pour that into this cup. There's 1. Now with the half cup, what it means is that it should only take 2 to fill this glass up because it's supposed to be half. So let's see if it only takes 2. I bet it does. Okay, let's see. So I filled it up again and I'm gonna, oh, ooh, ooh. Oh, that was tricky. Oh, look, so even with 2.5 cups of this one, it still doesn't equal again. So these half cups, they're a little bit different. I wonder what's going to happen when we do the other 2. So I'm going to pour out. And I remember yesterday it took 4 of these cups to get it near the top. That's our 1/3 cup. I'm going to put our other cup back. So 1/3 on here is on the other side. Can you see that? It's so hard to see before it has water in it. I'm trying to show you. It has 1/3. That means 1/3 cup. And this one also has a 1 and a slash and a 3 on the handle. I know it's hard to see in the video. If you have one at home, you can try. So first, I'm gonna scoop out, and I think it took 4, if I remember right. So we're gonna see how many it takes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, it took 4. So now we're gonna try, it should only take, like when it says 1/3, that should mean 3 of these should fill this up. But as we're noticing, that's not what's happening. So I'm gonna put this aside, and then I'm gonna fill up our glass measuring cup to the 1/3, and we'll see how many. I'm gonna predict it's only gonna take 3 to fill up the cup, the glass. Okay, so I've got it to the 1/3. I don't know if you can, it's kind of wobbly, but it's there. It's hard to see. Maybe you can do this kind of experiment at home. You don't need to use food coloring. You can just use plain water. Okay, I'm gonna fill it again to the 1/3, the 1/3 line. Let's see what happens. 2. Ooh, it's getting pretty full. It's almost equal. See that? They're almost the same. I'm gonna pour 1 more because it's supposed to be 3. Okay, let's see. I predicted 3. I bet it was my prediction right? It was. So we only needed 3 of these, but we needed 4 of the other kind. Okay, so we're gonna do our last one for our experiment. And we're gonna use this smaller cup, the 1/4 cup. I can't remember how many it took yesterday, maybe 5, 5.5. I'm gonna predict this one. First you predict. How many of, I'm gonna fill it up here. See that 1/4? How many do you think we'll need if it's only filled up to this line? You predict first. Now, how many of these do you think we're going to need to fill up the cup? And if you look on the handle, if you can see, I'm trying to get an angle where you can see, but it also has a 1/4. How many of these? So I'm going to say my prediction is 5 of these, but only 4 of these when I fill it up to that little line at the bottom. So let's do this one first. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 5 of these to fill that up near the top. I'm going to set my measuring cup to the side. Now let's see what happens when we do 4 of these. I'm going to do the first pour so that you can see better. Okay, so I only poured it to that first little itty bitty line on the bottom. And I'm going to do 1. I'm going to do another one because I predicted 4, so let's see if 4 is what works. And I filled it up to that little itty bitty line on the bottom again. 2. So far we've got 2. Let's see if my prediction was right. I predicted 4, so I'm going to do another one. 3 pours. Oh, I wonder if the 4th one's going to fit. It makes me nervous. Miss Marlene's head is getting cut off in this video, but that's okay. The top of my head isn't showing. Okay. And I filled it up to that bottom line again. So we've already put 3 in. This will be number 4. Let's see. Oh, all the way to the top. It took 4 of these. So we predicted and we experimented today, and we learned that there definitely is a difference in a measuring cup between the measuring cups meant for liquids, and you always know because they have this little pour thing on them, and then the measuring cup meant for the solids. Solids is like flour, sugar, even sand. Liquid is anything like water, oil. Trying to think what other liquids. Usually I use water and oil when you cook. But there might be some, cream, milk. You would use milk or cream or juice in your recipes. And that's it for experiment today. Bye.